What's going on, guys? Flight Simulation Experience back here for another stream. As you can see, flying the beautiful Aerosoft CRJ 550. Sitting down on the ground in the beautiful, slightly modded textured Rochester International Airport, ICO code Kilo Romeo Oscar Charlie, flying a beautiful regional route all the way to Bloomington, Central of Illinois Regional Airport, with a nice little mod to that airport as well. So it's going to be a good one for you today. We're going to go through a lot of flight procedures. I had to really brush up and hone in my skills on this airplane for the last few days. Forgot how to fly it a little bit, but as I was studying it, it all fell right back into place fairly quickly. So you can see ground crew is getting the luggage into our aircraft right now. And let me go ahead first, and before this really screws with me, let me turn off the drone camera. It will probably deploy the flaps, as it always does, which is, I don't know, a bug or something. But let's go over here to our drone camera, and let's go to cockpit camera view, and let's see if those flaps are deployed, which they're not. Cool. So so we got quite a few procedures to go through in this airplane. I got my checklist, and we're gonna try to do it as real world as we possibly can. Chalk markers are down on the tires here to make sure our airplane doesn't go anywhere, and we have external power, which is DC power, to the aircraft. So the aircraft is completely cold and dark. It is not in the turnaround state. And we're going to go ahead and jump in the cockpit. See where we got our jet bridge there as well, ready for our passengers to come in. We're not going to start PACX for a little while. I also have a track IR enabled in this that we will enable probably during taxi time. We're on the VATSIM network, but there's no ATC, so we're just in observer mode for right now. We'll probably stay in observer mode, you know, just to see other traffic in the area to bring a little bit more liveliness to the sim. So we jump into the cockpit here. Very first thing we want to do is, as our first officer is walking around, we'll pretend that's our first officer walking around doing an outside pre-inspection flight. We're gonna jump into the cockpit here, and we're just gonna go through our flows. So first thing I like to do is I like to click this thing down here just to move it out of the way, so we have some more, just so we can see a little bit better down here. Okay, so very first thing we want to do is we want to just do a safety checklist. We have our iPad, electronic flight bag, whatever you want to call this thing, up and running. We can see our ground power is connected. We are in the cold and dark state, and our door is not open, but we can, the jetway is open. So we'll pretend that this is open, but it's not open, but let's open it now. You'll see the door open here. It'll come down. So as you can see, the door, oh, it was actually already was open. So this indicates now that it's open. Excuse me. So all right, so now it's open. What else? All right, so now at this point, let's just do a safety check. So our nose wheel steering is in the off position, which is what we want. Hydraulics are all in the off position, which are these right here. And we want to make sure our landing gear is down, which obviously it is there. Flaps are set to 0, which they're not. See, there, that is a bug. When it comes to the drone camera function, the nice thing is at least the flaps didn't deploy, because there's no power in the aircraft. Okay, so our flaps are in the, and that's why we go through these safety checks. Our flaps are in the 0 detent. Spoilers are forward, which is this here. Ground spoilers are fully forward. And our radar is off down here. We can move this guy. Radar is off. And our parking brake is set, which is this guy right here. And ADG manual release, which is flat. This is our ADG manual release. We want to make sure that is flat, as well as our emergency flap lever, which is, I believe, this guy. And no, I'm sorry, this is the emergency flap, which is in the normal position, which is good. All right, so the safety check is complete. Beautiful. Now we want to establish some power to the aircraft. So we're going to go ahead, and we are currently on DC power, and let's go ahead and turn on our mastery battery. As you can see, external power, AC power is available, and that is why we have power to the aircraft here, because of this truck out here, this power truck behind this Sky Chef truck, this guy. Okay, so master battery is on, and let's go now to the synoptic page, which is down over here, and we're going to look at our stats, and we're going to show that our gear is down with 3 green. Our flaps are at 30, which they should not be. Make sure that's all the way up. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to continue our flows, verify that APU and main have at least 22 volts. Alright, so we go down to the electrical page. We can see that our APU is here and AC electrical. So it says master verify batteries in electrical synoptic page. So we clicked on the electrical synoptic page, and DC electrical. Let's clear these. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU to get that done now, and then we should see the power to here, I believe. So no, that didn't need to stay on. So APU is here. We're going to go to power on the APU. The APU door should indicate that it's open, so we go to our stats page here. We can see the APU door is now open, which we want to see. And then we're going to go ahead and fire up the APU in the start position. And the APU now should be firing up. Oxygen at 1850 is good. Anything you see here in green is obviously good. If you see red, it's not good. So APU SOV is open. So the APU is now firing up. You can hear the aircraft kind of come to light. You can hear the PACX systems turn on. If we go to our stats page now, let's actually turn up some volume here. So we now go to our stats page, excuse me, our elect page. We could see that the power in the APU is running, and we want to make sure that's over 22 volts, which it's 115 volts. We want to make sure it's over 22. Okay, so that's good. So continue to our start. Now we can come on down here and we can turn on our IRSs. We just disarmed the brakes, so we don't want to do that. So there we go. IRSs are now in the alignment. That should take a little while. As you can see down here in Rochester, we do have some rain. And from this point on, since we've established pretty much power to the aircraft and all our systems are now on, we can now go and program the FMC. So let's come on down to the FMC. This flight plan is actually very simple. There's like one waypoint as far as I remember. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to the pause init page, and we want to plug in our departure airport, which is Kilo Romeo Oscar Charlie, which is Rochester. And from where the FMS last positioned the airplane, the GNS is what we really want to use. GNS pause init 1. That's really what we want to use. Go back to that and then click on that to set in our position orientation, so so we know where we are in the world. So from there we can go to flight plan, plug in our departure airport again, and KBMI is our regional airport we're flying to in Bloomington, Central Illinois. Distance 527 nautical miles. The flight time is about an hour. I don't know, how far is it? Let's see. Hour and 46 minutes of airtime. So hour and 46 minutes, wheels up, touchdown. Sounds about right. We're going to plug in our flight number, which is Delta Airlines 153. Flight number goes there. And from this point, we're going to execute that. Now, departures, we want to depart out of runway, I assume. Okay, what did I just do there? What was that? I don't know, we'll figure it out in a minute. Alright, departures runway 22, which is this. And then we are going direct, so we're not taking a SID. Go to our flight plan. So from runway 22, direct to Delta Juliet Bravo. Delta Juliet Bravo. Let's go ahead and plug that in there. We'll execute that. So we're flying just direct to that waypoint, which makes it very easy. And as you see the flaps. Okay, can you retract now? Thank you. Okay, so from this point, we're going to go back to our flight plan. We're going to go back to our flight plan. We're going to go to arrivals page here. And we're going to expect the ILS, I think it's ILS 2, ILS 02. Vectors to final, we'll take that, but we'll clear up those vectors as well. We're going to go to our legs page here. Also, too, let's get some lights in here. Let's get some flood, some integration lights, and let's also get in... Let's turn on this comm system, which we are the pilot. This would be the first officer. We are the pilot flying the aircraft. And let's go ahead and turn on a little bit more lights here. Some flood, some integration lights. Okay. So we can see a little bit better here. And we can turn on some lights up in here as well, which is... It's the dome light. Don't need it. Actually, the overhead. I think these are the integration overheads. Yep, cool. Turn on some integration overhead. Looks good. Okay, so at this point now, what we're going to do is you can see we have a discontinuity here. Runway 22 to this fix, and then vectoring into final, which our the approach here would be this guy. So we're just going to plug that in right there, and that connects our flight plan. If we go to the... oh, that's what I did. Okay, so I need to remove this. That goes to our waypoints. Let's go to the legs page. And now I need to get rid of this guy here. So okay, how do I get rid of that? I remember doing this before. No. Alright, we'll worry about that in a minute, so we'll figure it out. So let's just make sure that our waypoints are now all connected, which they should be. That's not allowed because you need to go to this. So that looks good, and then see how just straightforward it is. You see the flight plan here, it's very simple. Basically direct to this waypoint and then off to our arrival, which is 22. So we're going to come around this way, make a right turn, and then come in for landing. Okay, so now let's go ahead and... So that's the range, that's MD, we don't need that. That's normal, that's what I clicked right there. Okay. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get our passengers in the aircraft. So let's go to options, performance. We're going to make this easy and just go to change the passenger and cargo set. So zero fuel weight according to SimBrief is, what is our weights here? Should be 24, I believe, which is pretty standard. 24.2. So we're going to take this 24.2 and we're going to enter that. Actually, no, we're going to go now to our fuel, which the fuel we're going to need today, which is block fuel. Block fuel 55.1. Block fuel 55.14. So we're just going to go to 5.6. So 5,600 kilos of fuel. So Zero fuel weight, 5,600 kilos of fuel. We're going to set payload into simulator. Do it 2 times just to make sure. So you can see our fuel is set, our payload is set, as well as our zero fuel weight is set with the center of gravity under 30, which is good. We have a trim of 5.8. Let's go ahead and set that right now. Go to our stats page here. And we're going to set our trim to 5.8 for our takeoff trim. So 5.8 takeoff trim is set. And we're going to go to copy perf data into our aircraft. So when we go to our performance page now, which is that guy right there. First let's do is go to, no, I don't want that. Let's go to MDA. Let's go to turn this on VNav, ETA arrivals, airports we could turn off. Let's leave him on legs page, and let's go now to our performance page. Now the performance, we're flying today at 300. So flight level 300, alternate cruise would be 28000. And zero fuel weight, which measures the same thing we had on our charts here. As we can see, it already set it in, so we don't have to manually plug these numbers in. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and execute that there. Now let's go and go to the VNav setup. We're going to climb at 290 at Mach 0.74, which is very standard. Transition in the United States is 18,000, makes it all easy for us, and above 10,000 at 250. Performance, we already set that. Cool. So what the system is calculating with a flaps 8 departure, it is going to be wet conditions. Actually, no, it's snow conditions. We're going to have a rotate at 125. V1 122, rotate 125, V2 136. We're going to set those V speeds into the simulator, and our V speeds are now populated there. So we're rotating at 125 knots with the current weights that we have in the aircraft right now. Cool. So from this point now, let's go to our index page. We can go to, let's see, are we missing anything else in the pause init page? Nope. Flight plan is good. All right. Direct to, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Now the performance, now fuel management. Actually, I don't need fuel management. I need, let's go to the performance menu, VNav, flight log. I'm looking for the winds page. So performance, flight log, there we go. Is that the winds page? No. Performance menu. Flex temp. Oh yeah, we are doing a flex, so that's important. So let's flex up to 32 degrees. All right, 32 degrees, and let's go to VNav. No, no. Is it? There we go. All right, so the winds. This is what we want here. We're just going to put the average wind. We're not going to put the ISO deviation. We're just going to put the average wind. And once again, I clicked that thing, which was what? It's that. All right, so the average wind is going to be 241 at 125. Whoa. 241 at 125. 241 at 125 knots. That'll be the average wind. We don't need the climb or the descent wind. Just the average wind is fine. Cool. So pretty much the flight plan is set up. If we just go to the legs page here, we just want to verify that we are fully connected here, and hopefully we are. Yep, all the way to the arrival, runway 22. Yep, okay, cool. And that's to our only fix, Delta Juliet Bravo. All right, so we're going to remove that. We're going to back this out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sync our heading bug to our runway. Our departure runway is runway 22, and if we go to Rochester here, and we go to our airport, which actually I already plugged it down here, And the departure runway is 224. So we're going to go up here and we're going to put our heading bug to 224. So 224, so we don't need to sync that when we depart. And then we want to put our landing elevation, which we'll do the same thing here. So our airport elevation is about 555 feet. We can see right here it says 559, so we'll put 560. So come up to our landing elevation here, we'll put 560. Landing elevation should be right there. There's 260. That's 640. $560. Boom. Landing elevation set at 560. APU, everything looks good here. Flight management computer is fully ready to go. All right, we're going to go ahead and arm our spoilers. We could do that. We can go ahead and now what we really could do is we can go to SimBrief, or sorry, PACX. We can get our passengers to load into the aircraft because we're pretty much almost fully ready to go here. So now let's continue with our flows up here. Put a little bit of light. No, we don't a lot of light. Okay, so electrical power is good. We have our Gen 1, Gen 2 in the auto. APU is in auto. We can do our fire test, fire detection, PACX monitor. That should light up, which it did. We'll clear that. And everything here should be in black. It shouldn't say, nothing it should show white. So hydraulics are on with the cover closed, as you can see. Nav light should have been on, and our logo light can come on since it's a little dark outside. The left landing light shouldn't have been on. Let's go ahead and turn seatbelt signs on as well as non-smoking signs. Fuel pumps can stay off for right now. Bleed air in the normal position. Bleed valves all in the normal position. APU is on and available. We're not igniting anything yet. Hydraulics to stay into the off position for right now. And our pressurization is set. Turn the PACX to the on position. Recirculation fan can go on as well. Ram air can stay on. We definitely want to get our probe heats on. This could stay here. As you can hear, the PACX system is up and running. Anti-ice, we will need that later. Let's turn these to high for windshield heat, as well as probes can stay... let me see. Probes should probably... aft cargo on, windshield heat on. Is our aft cargo on? That should have been on there. Aft cargo, okay, so this is good. So, nav light on, fuel off, bleed air's off, hydraulic test is done. Turn on air conditioning, PACX is on, recirculating fan is on. We have windshield heat is now on, passenger signs are on, seatbelt signs are on, no smoking sign is on. Emergency lights need to go to the arm position. We're going to turn that on there. Stall test warning, we could do that. Is the stall test? Where the hell was the stall test? I totally forgot where that was. We could do the cockpit voice recorder check. We're going to hold this on for 5 minutes, see if this button turns green. And there it is. Cool. Headset, don't need that. Anti-skid is in the arm position, which is what we want to see. That test. Lamps test on. This is when everything lights up in the aircraft, as you can see there. All the Christmas lights. Okay. Terrain. I don't think that works. What else here?
behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it.
There's our stall warning. Okay, stall warning is checked.
Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle
Cockpit voice, we did that.
If you're in an emergency exit row, please read
Let's go to our stats page. Make sure our oxygen is at 1850, which it should be, which it shows right there. Beautiful. No skid test has been checked.
Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger
parking brake is on. Main landing gear, yep, that's down. Main landing gear overheat fail test was done. Lamp test has been done. Roll disc. This pitch disc and roll disc are in the pushed positions, which they want to be. Spoilers to the auto, which spoilers are in the auto position here. Thrusters versus set to auto, got that down right here. Radio tuning unit is on, which we're just sitting on Unicom frequency. TCAS system soft key button. We'll go ahead and turn that on from standby to on. And stab trims here, we're not going to test those. We know they work. They're both in the green position right here. They're both in green, meaning they're center. If we wanted to test those, you would just, as you can see right here, now it's a little bit out of trim. As you can see, it turned right a little bit. Should be white now, which it is white, so it's not center. So let's put that back. Maybe one more quick one, boom, and then we are pretty much dead on target. Okay. Okay, V-speeds are set. Stab trim is set for takeoff, set by... Okay, got that. Q and H. That's what we can do now. So we're going to just go directly up to 30,000 feet. And as you can see here, we are now showing 30,000 feet there. And we're going to set the Q and H, which is... what is Q and H? 29083, low pressure. So we're going to go to the Q and H here. And we are going to set 2983. 2983, 2983 here. Alright, Q and H is set. Altitude set, heading bug is set to the runway, landing elevation is set, close all doors. Alright, we're going to just now make our announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is your cab speaking. Welcome aboard a flight Delta 153 service from Rochester here all the way to Bloomington International Airport in Central Illinois. Flight time today is about an hour and 43 minutes. We do have a little bit of weather out there today, so it may be a little bumpy when we get above the clouds. After that, it should smooth out nicely. Welcome aboard. Please listen to our flight attendants as they will go through some safety information. We'll check back in with you once we're airborne. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is your cab speaking. Welcome aboard a flight Delta 153 service from Rochester here all the way to Bloomington International Airport in Central Illinois. Flight time today is about an hour and 43 minutes. We do have a little bit of weather out there today, so it may be a little bumpy when we get above the clouds. After that, it should smooth out nicely. Welcome aboard. Please listen to our flight attendants as they... Alright, that almost finished. Alright, let's jump back in the cockpit here. Let's go ahead and go to our doors page, which is under doors here. As you can see, we have a door open and we have a cargo door open. So let's go here and let's go, actually we could do it through the iPad here. So let's go to aircraft and let's make sure we are not connected there. We're going to go ahead and close this guy. This is in place. We got that removed. This is open. It's now closed. It's closed. So our chocks are removed and verified and indicated. Our door is closing here for our aft cargo, and we look good to go. Alright, so let's go over here to our pushback and let's go to the jetway. Hit that. Jetway should go away. And let's call for our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
I never use this thing. Beacon lights on.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All
Fuel
doors
pumps
and hatches closed.
on.
All ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Hydraulics
Parking brake set. Lifting
to the
aircraft.
auto position. Nose wheel steering off. Check. Go ahead and release the parking brake.
Standing by for pushback.
Parking brake is off.
Please set parking brakes.
Set it. Go ahead and take care of this. Stab trim, mock trim, as well as yaw dampers. What are you doing, dude?
Please set parking brakes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 153, the service to Illinois. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 46 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and reverse, please. Parking brake has been
Cockpit to
removed.
ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Alright, so we're going to come on up over here and we're going to fire right engine to the start position. We're waiting for N2 20% and we're going to introduce fuel. Wow, that's pretty erratic there. As you can see, N2 is rising
Ladies
here.
and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen to an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Hello, welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Every time we take off, we try to make the world a little smaller. Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers
So
and
we got
crew.
22.
So please, give us your attention as we show you one of the safest worlds there is.
Introduce
the
fuel.
world of the safety card. Be sure that all carry-on items
Jesus,
are
this
securely
thing.
stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat
Okay,
and ask the
pushback
crew
completed.
members for
Please set the
assistance.
parking brake.
Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas
Parking
are
brake
clear.
set.
Parking
As we
brake
leave
set.
the gate,
Lowering
make sure your
aircraft.
seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip.
Don't worry
into the
about that,
buckle
that's
and
nothing.
adjust the strap so
You may
it's low
disconnect.
and tight across your lap. To release the
Okay,
belt,
sir.
just lift
Clear
the
to
top of the
disconnect.
buckle.
Pin has been removed.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely
Right.
fastened anytime the seatbelt
Holding
sign is
position,
on.
waiting for the
And even
visual.
if the sign
Thank
is
you and
off,
goodbye.
please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we
All right,
experience unexpected
we have a good start on our right
disruptions.
engine. Let's
For
go ahead and
everyone
start
at
our left
safety,
engine
federal
to the
regulations
start
require
position.
all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew members' instructions. Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector.
20%.
Life
Go
rafts
ahead
are located in
and
ceiling compartments at the
introduce
front
fuel.
and center of the plane. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle.
We're now going to go to
guide you
our
an exit.
facilities page
Please take a
here.
moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure
So you
changes,
need to go down
the
here,
panels
sorry.
above your seat will
That's
open,
what we want.
revealing
So,
oxygen masks.
full left
If this
rudder,
happens,
full
reach
right
up
rudder,
and pull the mask toward you
full up,
until the tube is fully extended.
full down,
Place the mask
full
over
left,
your nose and
full
mouth.
right.
Slip the elastic
No
strap over
messages
your head
indicated
and
here,
adjust
meaning
the
we are
mask if
pretty good to
necessary.
go.
Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry.
Alright,
if
let's
your
get our
bag
taxi
is
light
wobbly.
on. Nose
Be
light
sure
can
to
come
adjust
on.
your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation
Probe heats can
is
come
also
on.
unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated
Probe
in the
heats to
first
the
class
on
or business
position.
class cabin, life
APU
vests
can
are
be
either
spooled
in
down. We go ahead and
compartment
stop.
G
Go ahead
or
and power
GMT.
down the
To
APU.
use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch.
APU is
Flip the
now
vest over your
closed
head,
and
wrap the strap
winding
around
down.
your waist and attach it to the buckle in front and adjust securely
We
around
got
your
some
waist. As you leave the plane,
got
inflate
some
the vest
weather
by
here.
pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder
Set flaps
level.
to the
A
8 position.
water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children who weigh 35 pounds or
There's
less.
flaps 1 and flaps 8.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are lowered, and your tray table is
Arm nose
clear away.
set to
As
the
we
arm
come to the
position.
cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you need anything.
Arm nose
before
wheel
we
set the arm.
take
Check
off.
flight controls. We did that for flight
And
control check.
finally,
Yep.
now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Brakes checked.
On behalf
Taxi
of
light on.
everyone
Runway
at
turn off
VATSIM,
lights
thank you
after.
for paying attention.
Okay, so we
Now,
got our taxi on.
as
All
we
right,
get
we
ready
are
for
ready to go,
takeoff,
guys.
Please sit back, settle in, and enjoy your flight.
Park brake released, and let's head out to the runway here. And let's see if our tracking recorder will work for us. There it is. Alright, so I probably should have activated this before. So we're just going to go ahead and not worry about that. Should have activated it before the head tracker, before I started the flight. It's all good. Next time. So runway 22 is pretty close here. So we're going to come on down to our charts here. As you can see, we're just going to be taxiing Charlie 3 Bravo to Alpha to the runway. Make sure we get no ice warnings. So I believe this is Charlie 3. Alright, frames look pretty good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set to manual fuel flow here, manual crossfeed, excuse me, set that to on. We don't want the fuel to be bouncing around in the, as we take off, since we're, you know, pitching up and the, you know, there's going to be a lot of movement in the airplane. So we want to go to manual control here. We don't want it automatic. We don't want the systems to get confused and start throwing, you know, thinking that one wing has less fuel than the other wing. So we're going to do that manual as we take off. Once we hit climb, we'll definitely switch that back to the auto position. We're gonna make a right here, I believe. And our heading bug should already be lined up. Runway 22 is confirmed. And we're just going to go ahead and hold short at the hold short bars here. And if we were on ATC right now, we'd let them know what we're trying to do. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and turn the landing lights on. Strobe can come on, wink can come on. We're lit up like a Christmas tree. We're going to go ahead and want to start our chrono in a minute. So let's go to our before takeoff check. Like all lights on, taxi light on, fuel set to manual check. Squawk code, we are not on VATSIM, but if it was, it'd be down here. We'll say it's 200, that's fine. CAS, crew alert system, no messages. We are clear. We could see here our takeoff config is okay. Arm reversers are in the auto position here. And manual X flow is set. No smoking, seatbelt signs are on. Trim is set. Landing elevation is set. And we want to turn on our toga button in a minute, though. We're not going to do that. We're going to be doing a toga takeoff with a flex temp of 32 degrees. Verify heading, which we did, which is 552 degrees. Oh, I don't remember. What is it? 224. And we could check that right here, which says 224. Where does that say? Just make sure. There we go. 224. Okay. Should have set the parking brake, but that's fine. Let's go ahead. Taxi towards the runway. And flight attendants, please be seated for takeoff. Thank you. Runway is clear. And flight attendants, please be seated for takeoff. Thank you. Start our chrono. Yeah, we gotta get going here. Looks like it stopped raining, which is good. Toga button to the on position. Get lined up. Should we look good here? I could feel that crosswind already. Throttle's 250. Engines are stable and toga. Rotate 125. 100 knots. And V1. Rotate. And we're at a positive rate. Gears coming up. Pitch the nose up. Follow our flight directors. Flap 1. Climb. Flaps clean. Tap the brakes, nose light, taxi light off. Speed, 240 on the climb. Indicating our flight directors need to be pointed down. Flight direction indicating we need to be pitching the nose down. Right turn. We need to do a direct here, so let's go to, we're still manually flying direct to this fix, execute that. Probably should get anti-ice on. Alright, autopilot 1 is coming on. 6,000 feet. We are clearly in the clouds here. And let's now go again to direct, just to reline it up. And let's go to direct, execute, and nav that. The hell? No. Okay. All right, let's go back to manual here. Come on. Okay, let's start over here, airplane. I don't think I did anything wrong there. Okay. So what we want to do is speed, autopilot, which is autopilot engage, and we want to nav that. And we're going to go to direct.
Gentlemen, we have now passed
Click on that. Execute that. You should now be making a left turn.
This is also
What the hell are you doing?
Fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard
Okay, are you going to correct yourself now?
If you connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed
Okay.
to a page to pay a small fee for internet access.
Jesus.
We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to
Alright,
our
so we're
partners.
gaining speed back up to 240, which is climb. We're in the climb detent. We are now going to go ahead and we're past 10,000. We're going to turn off our landing lights. All these lights can stay on for now. Okay, we're looking a little better now. We're climbing better. This breakout is going to be beautiful. I believe this is ice. Good thing we have our anti-ices on. Spoilers can be disarmed. Go to our checklist here. We can look at our after start climb. Fuel flow into the normal position. Thank you. And bleeds and APU are set. Thrust reversers off. Crew advisory system. Okay, we'll let the crew know. Sync our heading bug, just to line it up so it's clean. Beautiful. And we're looking good. We're looking real good. Climbing at 2,800 feet per minute. This breakout is going to be really nice, I hope. So we have 211 nautical miles, which is about a 42-minute flight time to our only fix, which is Delta Juliet Bravo. Autopilot, speed, nav. Beautiful. Alright, pushing 18,000 feet. We should get an indication here as we are showing it there to go into standard. Standard 29902. We'll set it here as well. And 29902. Wow, these clouds are got some really high clouds here. Just kind of holding out for this breakout here. I want to see it. Alright, so we're looking good. Climb 240. I gotta say, this airplane can be a handful. It's definitely a very hands-on aircraft. It's not very automated like the Airbus A320 is. So this will definitely, this aircraft will definitely keep you on your toes. That's just VATSIM. That's not the airplane. It's letting me know that I don't have the proper model matching for the liveries, which seems to be an issue I can't correct. I think a lot of people have those issues. Oh my goodness. Boy, was that worth it. Wow. Holy moly, dude. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, back with you guys here. Let me let's see, let's take a look in the cockpit. What do we got going on here? Alright, so we're almost at cruise. Go ahead and definitely turn the anti-ices off. Definitely turn off a lot of this lighting here. Just go ahead and shut these guys off. This airplane doesn't have any auto throttle, so we're definitely going to have to manage our speed. And what the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? That's not good. Oh shit. We just lose our freaking displays. That's not good. APU. Need to start the APU up. See what happened. Shit. Actually, I was supposed to press the power button first. So the APU is on. You can hear the APU firing up back here. Whoa! What are you doing? What are you doing? No! So the APU is available. Still no screens. Altitude cap, that's good. Why don't we have our displays here? Did we shut something off? Is it a bug? No. Speed. Hit it again. Oh, sorry. That one. Mach 0.77 is what we want. Should be increasing the speed there. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these displays. We have the APU running.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly to assist.
Well, let me see what I can do. So the APU is on. We have nope. This is the bright nope. That is really strange. Let me see if I can find something in the manual here. Could be the update, I don't know, with the new update from Microsoft. And it's a bug. So we're moving up to Mach 77. I'm trying to see if I can find some research on the Aerosoft website about this issue. Give you guys a... We're going to keep the APU on for now, because we're probably going to need it on for something. Hang on. Could be the routing. Alright, we gotta monitor the speed. Alright, we're gonna take it out of the climb detent. Now we're in the manual detent. I'm wondering, did I hit a button? Oh my god, that's what it was. Jesus Christ, dude. It's the display. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh my god. Oh, that's pretty funny. I literally thought I did something wrong there. Alright, so we're losing speed. Let's increase the throttle again. Wow. Oh, that's funny. That's really, really funny. Wing logo can come off and we could spool down. We go ahead and stop the APU and we can power down the APU, make sure its doors closed, and now the APU is powering down. Good. Oh, jeez. Oh man, I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me there. You learn every day. Oh, that's funny. Like this is what, Lake Erie? That's Lake Erie, Lake Michigan. I'm not sure what is this, Lake Ontario? No, that's Lake Ontario. This is Lake Erie, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and check our speed. So we're looking good. We can maybe even stay in the climb detent here. Alright, seatbelt signs can come off. We let people know we're in cruise. We're going to start looking for weather. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. See, the seatbelt sign is now off. We're at cruise at 30,000 feet. It's beautiful, beautiful sights out there if you're sitting next to a window. We've got about another hour until we start our descent. As for now, sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's your captain speaking. You see, the seatbelt sign is now off. We're at cruise at 30,000 feet. It's beautiful, beautiful sights out there if you're sitting next to a window. We've got about another hour until we start our descent. As for now, sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us. Alright, let's come on over here. Let's go to some music. Alright, I'm going to take a look at the weather. First and foremost, let's take a look at our speed. Speed's fine. Take a look at the METAR report at our destination airport. Pressure's 29088. Holy shoot, we have a north-northeast 20-degree direction weather at 22 miles per hour. Gusting at 32. Holy shoot, this is, we have heavy snow, freezing fog, overcast clouds at 400 feet. Ceiling is 400 feet. Visibility is a quarter of a mile. Gusting at 32 miles per hour. Temperature is 27 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 2.8 Celsius. Oh boy, so that's gonna put our skills to the test here. Oh yeah. Yeah. Picked a perfect day to fly here. Yeah, we're in for some crazy weather. All right. Here's what it is. Alright, so what we can do now is we can get some information plugged into the aircraft. So we're doing an ILS approach, so this is going to be a decision height. This is going to be really important of 200 feet. If we can't make a decision at 200 feet, we have to go missed. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug in our decision height now, which will be this guy, decision height. I'm going to press that button, 200 feet. This height's at 200 feet, and Go to performance here. Check our fuel. 1685 and 1730. Total fuel 3415. Okay. So this is kilo per hour. 839 kilos per hour. Let's go 0.77 here. Minutes, 89 nautical miles till we get to there, to our one and only fix. True airspeed 462. Got 120 mile an hour headwind. Yeah, look, 120 knot headwind here. Alright, if we go now, so we need to be at 3000 at HooPad. Let's just make sure HooPad is plugged in, which it is at 3000, good. We want to get our ILS frequency just lined up. Final approach course is 021 with an ILS of 111.55. .55 is in the prep. Okay. Okay, so we've got our ILS frequency in. It's not inactive, 021. So we definitely want to make sure that will be set. Mr. Pro's climb to 1400, then climb left turn to left up to 3000, heading 330. Arm the spoilers, get that out of the way early. I mean, arm the thrust reversers, excuse me. Transition is 18, obviously. Alright, back. So you can see top of descent. We gotta get to work here. It's gonna be quite the arrival. Vertical speed, 1,800 feet. And let's go ahead and dial back the throttle. Alright, so we start our descent. Let's go ahead and get the passenger signs, seatbelt signs to the on position. Alright, so we're not going to do an idle. Alright, so we want to be at about 5,000, so that's 11. So what we're going to do is we're going to vector ourselves. So as we come on down our glide path here, as you can see our glide path indicator there, our V path if you want to call it that, is showing us that we're doing pretty well on the pathway down of our descent. As you can see earlier, I've already plugged in our landing speeds. We are going to be in wet conditions. But that's for takeoff though. But our landing speeds are in at 127 on our VREF. Our fuel quantity is still good. Total fuel 1,800 kilos. That is fine. And our spoilers are armed. So we're going to go now through our checklist. We're going to set the QNH when we hit 18,000. Seatbelt signs are on. We can now give out a passenger announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is your captain speaking. You see we started our descent into the Bloomington Central Region International Airport. Should have you on the ground in about 25 to 30 minutes. We are reporting some weather there. We have some gusting winds at about 32 miles an hour, and it is raining at the airport. So we have a weather system, a pressure system coming through. At about 10,000 feet, we're going to ask our flight attendants to take their seats. Alright, so that stopped. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is your captain speaking. You see we started our descent into the Bloomington Central Region International Airport. We should have you on the ground in about 25 to 30 minutes. We are reporting some weather there. We have some gusting winds at about 32 miles an hour, and it is raining at the airport. So we have a weather system, a pressure system coming through the area. So we are expecting this arrival to be a little bit bumpy, so we're going to go ahead and ask our flight attendants to be strapped up in their seats at about 10,000 feet. We'll be parking at gate Bravo 15. That's the information we have now, and we'll give you more information as the weather progresses. But as right now, we are expecting a little bit of bumps on our arrival. Thank you. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin. Coming through the area. So we are expecting this arrival to be a little bit bumpy, so we're going to go ahead and ask our flight attendants to be strapped up in their seats at about 10,000 feet. We'll be parking at gate Bravo 15. That's the information we have now, and we'll give you more information as the weather progresses. But as right now, we are expecting a little bit of bumps. So on behalf of the Delta family, we do appreciate your business. We hope to see you in the future or on the next another Delta flight. Flight attendants, please put the cabin for arrival. So on behalf of the Delta family, we do appreciate your business. We hope to see you in the future or on the next another Delta flight. Flight attendants, please put the cabin for arrival. Alright, now we can do Mach 0.74. 0.72 is fine. Alright, we don't have a step down here. We're just kind of relying off our indicator here. We've got 5,000 set in. We have no ATC, so we're not, and there's no ATC in the area. So we don't have to worry about that. As of right now, seatbelt sign is on. Probably going to want to get our... These clouds look a little ominous here. Seatbelt signs are on. Whoops. Seatbelt signs are in the on position. PA announcement has been done. Check weather at the airport. We have already done that. Passing 20,000 feet. Landing speeds, VREF speeds have been set. Verify approach chart and waypoints. We have done that as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop our speed now. Mach 0.68. And let's go ahead and push 2,000 feet per minute. And we'll dial back our throttles a little bit. We're going to go ahead and recheck our QNH. Let's go ahead and refresh. Altimeter is 2987, so it has been updated a little bit. Alright, so we're just about there, so we can come on here. 2987 and 29er. Whoops. Keep that to 200. $2987. Speed is checked. We're going to go ahead and slow our speed bug now down to 0.66. And at hub pad, we want to be at 3,000. But what we're going to go do is we're going to turn left here and vector ourselves out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and turn our anti-ices on just to be on the safe side, which they already are on. Okay, cool. Thought I turned them off. And we can go ahead and turn the logo. Wing can come on as well. So far, it's been pretty smooth. Wow. And we're going to go ahead and slow the airplane down. And we could switch it to speed now, which is 314. Let's drop down to 300. Go ahead, switch this to the active position. So it looks like that did it automatically. So we have some ice coming in. Just don't let our speed get away from us. Go ahead and plug in some speed here. Alright, we are into the soup. We're at about 13,000. Let's go ahead and just turn on all our lights here. So we are lit up. Speed looks good. See our ILS localizer. Looks like it's being tracked, so just double check our localizer as well. Come on down here to our approach. So we're going to make a left turn in a minute here. 111.55. 111.55, 111.55, both in the active position, indicating green, which is good. And we are now going to turn left. First we want to do is sync this guy.
We have begun our final descent into Illinois. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Okay, so far so good here. 60 nautical miles until we hit HPAD. HPAD, I mean. Alright, at this point we're now going to want to slow down a little bit. Maybe about 270. And the aircraft is slowing down very quickly. You see we have a 24-mile-an-hour headwind. Alright, we are in IMC conditions, and we are pretty much fully reliant on our instruments at this point. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to slow down this descent to about 1,700 feet per minute. That should slow the aircraft down a little bit more. At this point now we want to direct us down to 3,000. And maybe drop this to 1,800 feet per minute. Looks like a pretty short runway here. Okay, we're going to now go to 1,500 feet, 1,400 feet per minute. Go ahead and drop to 250. It's quite labor intensive here. So now let's turn right. Heading direct. And let's go ahead and slow us down a little bit. Maybe about 220. So we have rain, as we can see. Speed 220. Alright, so we're almost at 3,000. We need to now increase our speed a little bit. Okay, let's hold that there. Now, what we want to do is we want to go direct keypad, and we'll execute that, and then we'll nav that. So let's go down to 210. Okay, it's trying to make the correction now. So we have altitude cap. We need to be at 3,000, which we are. QNH is good. Make sure to get our speed up a little bit. I think we're hitting some bumps now. Yep, we are. Alright, let's get our flaps 1 out. Flaps 1 coming out, so we should see our slats, which there they are. Beautiful. So we've got ice. Systems are on. Alright, we are experiencing some turbulence. Alright, vertical speeds go to 600 feet per minute, so we're now dropping. And let's go ahead and sync our heading bug here. And we'll follow this trajectory. We'll go to heading mode, come on down over here. We're going to now go to nav source, turn that on, and we're going to hit approach phase there. Hopefully it captures it. It is now trying to calculate that. There's our glide path there, this diamond. So it is looking for it now. And let's go ahead and now slow the airplane down a little bit. Drop the speed. And let's go with flaps 2. I'm sorry, flaps 8. And we will hold this speed here. Holy shit. So it's going to hold us at 21. Wow. Alright, Diamond's coming down. 137 on the approach speed, I believe. 127 knots on the approach. Flaps full. Ref speed 127. Let's do 130. Alright, it's following the glide path now. We're in about that speed there.
1,000.
We're fully configured. Can't see a damn thing. Oh, the speed's getting away from us. And let's go ahead and record this. Looks like the snow has stopped. Getting a little slow. Check. See the ground? Oh my god.
400.
And we cannot see the runways.
300.
Can't see the pappies. Oh my god. Holy shit.
200.
Sync rate.
Whoa.
Sync rate.
I know. It's all good. It's okay.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. Ooh. Whoa. What the hell is this airplane doing? What the hell happened there? What the hell happened? Holy shit. We smashed it so hard.
Illinois. The local time is 1:46 p.m.
Damn.
And it's currently about 27.
Oh man, I gotta see that.
Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile device.
We smashed it.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may be shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying.
We smashed
with us.
it so
If
hard
you're
we
making a
crashed.
connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
No. Oh man, that's terrible. Well, folks, I would say that's the first time I've had a crash in years. It has been years. Oh my god. Let me go ahead and what happened? Oh my god. We forgot the landing gear. Holy shit. Good thing I'm not a real pilot. I forgot the landing gear. That would have been a great approach. We had everything lined up. I wish this airplane had a system that screamed out saying landing gear, landing gear. Oh my god, I forgot the landing gear. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Cause I was like, what the hell's going on? That was perfect too. That would have been a clean landing. That would have been so butter smooth. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Hey, if we didn't have a landing gear, that would have been a pass. If the landing gear never deployed, that would have been a pass right there. Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever forgotten the landing gear.
Don't sink.
Oh my god.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Did I put the landing gear down and it just didn't deploy it?
Don't sink.
That could have been the case, but still, you didn't do your gear down 3 green check.
Don't sink.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Don't sink.
Man, this would have been a beautiful, beautiful arrival.
Don't sink. 400. Don't sink. 300. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Man, that's embarrassing.
Sink. 100. Don't
That would have been a
sink.
nice landing too.
50.
We had
Don't
that
sink.
beautifully configured.
20. 10.
Hey man, without a landing gear, that's a hell of a landing though. Oh my goodness. Oh. It is what it is, man. I would have failed my check ride if this was real world right there. I'd be like, yep, you're done. You will never be a pilot, sir. Well, folks, first crash. I think first crash on stream ever. I've never crashed in a stream. And first crash in like 2.5, 3 years. My last crash was in the Zebo mod in X-Plane 11, like in 2018 or something. I remember I came in hot and I was all twisted. I wasn't configured, and yeah, I straight crashed hard. But yeah, that's a legit failure to do your final landing checklist right there. Gear down 3 green. You know, would have indicated right here. Flaps full, which was indicated here. Spoilers armed and indicated here. Cabin's been advised. That would have been it. But at least we didn't blow up. Oh. It is what it is. Alright, folks. As embarrassing as that was, that's going to end the stream right here. At least we got down in one piece. We didn't crash and burn. That was a hell of a learning experience. there to not forget the landing gear. Like I said, I don't think I've ever forgotten the landing gear, ever. So this is a first for me. And, yeah. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And follow along for more Microsoft Flight Simulator content. Got more flights coming in the future, hopefully with the landing gear down. We'll see. You know, let's not get too excited about that. But yeah. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. Everything was going very smoothly. I was going through my flows. The mental checklist was coming. You know, yeah, everything was good until I forgot the landing gear. And when we hit, I was like, dude, what the hell? Did we smash so hard that it blew the tires? No, you just forgot the landing gear. But most planes, I think when you hit flaps 30 or flaps full, it has an indicator landing gear. So, yeah, that sucks. It's very embarrassing. But oh well. You live, you learn. Can't win them all. What a learning experience for me. So, alright guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully in a arrival where we land properly.